could walk down a straight line without worrying about anything, but you take that exact straight line and put it 20-story high, and you remove the balconies, you're going to be so concerned about the idea of falling that it will make you fall.
Yep.
And that's where the superpower is, in removing the fear.
Yes.
I always felt like I could do anything. That's the main thing people are thoughts, their perception of themselves. I was taught I could, and I'm Kanye West at age 36. When I had my accident, I found out a moment, nothing in life is promised except death. You have the opportunity to play this game of life. You need to appreciate every moment. A lot of people don't appreciate their moment until it's past.
You know, if I see something, I see opportunity, I'm gonna go for it. You know, we're all gonna die. So we live like that. Live like you could die tomorrow. You know, go for it. You know, those steps have allowed, you know, the platforms that allowed me to make it this far.
Everything was fear. Everything was about his girlfriend's pregnant, and you know, we just got a house, and I don't want to do anything to change this. And this is like one of the most brilliant people on the planet. But if you mix brilliance with bravery, that we can ignite something. Even this conversation alone can ignite the people that are going to change the world. These people just need to see what it looks like to overcome the smoke screens of public humiliation, of bankruptcy. I was in debt. The fear of loss, I lost my mom, or the fear of death. You're young, and we're like children. And there's all these things, these sharp edges, these corners, these anxieties, these fears, these things put in our food, our diet of what we consume right here, that turn us old and make us brittle and make us put that fear on our children.
You know, so many people are just so fucking obvious. They don't even realize that when they box me in or try to verbally put me in some type of box, that they're really showing their level of ignorance. They're putting themselves in a box. And you know, people can write all they want, but what are people doing? And if there's anybody that's out there doing, they know how hard it is to actually do. And I'm like a motivation of the doers. If everything I did failed, which it doesn't, it actually succeeds. Just the fact that I'm willing to fail is an inspiration. People are so scared to lose that they don't even try. Like, one thing that people can't say is they can't say, I'm not trying. And anyone that wants to sit around and talk shit, they're taking too much time talking shit about it instead of getting up off their ass and following their dreams. Because I'm here to follow my dreams.
Why? Why can't you do it? They said, look, if I didn't sell the tickets, I would go into debt.
Right.
So they pushed me, my back against the ropes, right? And I said, I'll take that chance. Pre-order, 9,000 the first day in Chicago, full pre-orders in one day. Right now, I want to make uniforms for my high school basketball team through Brand Yeezy. I want to make that one step and then make another step and then eventually do uniforms for the entire city. Then I eventually want to be the force behind $1 billion company. And after I made that $1 billion step, and I eventually want to be the anchor of the first $1 trillion company. Go listen to all my music. It's the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are. If you're a Kanye West fan, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. I'm just the espresso. I'm just a shot in the morning to get you going. It's my time, my moment. Thanks to everyone that's helped me. I plan to celebrate and scream and pop champagne every chance I get, cause I'm at the Grammys, baby. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. Go listen to all my music. It's the codes of self-esteem. It's the codes of who you are. If you're a Kanye West fan, you're not a fan of me, you're a fan of yourself. You will believe in yourself. I'm just the espresso. I'm just a shot in the morning to get you going, to make you believe that you can overcome that situation that you're dealing with all the time. They have you in a box. You can save the world, but you are working on things that are too small. Take a step back. Stop worrying about your college, your loans. Stop worrying about what job that they got waiting for you in Silicon Valley. MIT, you can save the world. Kids in college, you can save the world. I'll put my life on this interview right now. It's up to y'all. Y'all have the ability to just step back from what you think culture is today. It's not about any candidate. It's not about red or blue. It's about humanity. Y'all talking about is 12 years of oxygen left. Talking about we gonna kill the earth. We can't kill the earth. We gonna kill the things that keep us alive on the earth, and the earth gonna survive. It's up to y'all. Y'all the future. But what y'all working on right now? We are following other people's opinions. We are controlled by the media. And today it all changes. We need to think how to think free. We need to be free thinkers. Then we need to learn how to feel free. People say feel free, but we don't even know how to feel free or think free. Say what you feel, positive or negative, grounded in reality. This reality has been forced upon us. It is a choice. Just like when I said slavery is a choice. The reality, we can make our own reality. We can talk about history, but not too long. We need to talk about our now, because we can fix and start loving each other now. But the thing is, we have the resources on this planet to have a human utopia, to have respect for each other, mankind. We have that. But we're too concerned about getting the next Hollywood film to Netflix. We have the resources. There's new billionaires every day. You apply the right type of thinkers, like the Elon Musk, the people with the real ideas. Like, politics is dead. It's over with. Politics, like, these kids need some type of real truth. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna influence, and I'm just gonna be me to the fullest. Because it's also with my approach, you know, it's a certain point of a level of like frustration, because waiting for everyone to agree may take too long. I'm not gonna sit inside of a corporation for 20 years. The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you. Your entire life is a test. And when did you have the most anxiety in grammar school and high school?
No question.
On test day. So your entire life become this test. I ain't trying to say the right answer. I am just doing what I feel. My mama said trying is failing. There is no ifs, woulds, coulds, shoulds. It just is, and we just are. And it is so. It's simple. And this mentality should not be defeated. Yea, cannot die. Yea, cannot be buried. There is nothing. As a matter of fact, no enemy. The enemy is a concept that's out. Before I found Christ and gave my life to God, I would try to lean on my own understanding. And that's the universe is like a black hole of information.
What do you mean by your own understanding?
Meaning, when people ask Einstein, said, you're the smartest person, what would you like to know? Einstein's response was, I'd like to understand the mind of God. Meaning God is all knowing, and we can only know or see. And for me as a visionary, we can only know or see what God allows us to see and what he feels we're ready to see and understand, to maximize what our Maslow's hierarchy of need chart is. You know, what sets our dopamines, what sets our serotonins off, what makes us feel good. Basically, like, you know, we did a good deed, and it's like it was somehow, you know, just doing a beat for a local dope rapper really meant a lot to me when I was 14 years old. Doing a beat for just anyone famous that had a major record deal was a lot to me at age 19. Me being able to, you know, put out my own music, and that was a lot to me at age 24. Meaning, as I grow, God sets new stages in the game of life for me that you get your satisfaction. Like Maslow's hierarchy of need is like our satisfaction chart. What makes us feel whole and accomplished as a human being. So as I go through these different levels, there's times where I would use confidence when I knew what I was doing, and I would use arrogance when I didn't know what I was doing. But I'd rather use arrogance than to let someone diminish my idea of myself, because that is what keeps us going. Hope actually keeps us alive. Anybody you ask, most people, is like, do you want tomorrow to come? And they say yes, they have hope for it. But I went from having confidence and arrogance to having faith. And faith is the opposite of fear. And that created this fearless approach that I have. And that's what now has made me the fearless leader that I am, that I've like crystallized into the leader that my mom always knew I would be when kids followed me in preschool, the leader that people saw when we changed the sound of music.
You know, I like when Jay-Z said, show you how to move in a room full of vultures. Isn't that like, you don't really have to change who you are and start saying, I'm gonna be a snake, I'm gonna be that. You know what I'm saying? Just know you can't let people use you or misuse them. Life is about using people though. Just don't misuse them.
I mean, just in life, if you like the type of music and you listen to it all the time, you know, why not follow your heart? Why not follow what makes you happy? I remember when the song the movie American Werewolf in Paris came out, and it had the theme song, I think it was by Blur. Nothing hurts like your mouth, mouth, mouth. And like me and my friends used to love that song so much. And it's like we weren't supposed to like the song or something because of where we were from. Or we like songs like, so kiss me under the moonlit sky.
Stop strategizing so much. Stop setting so many plays. Stop doing things only based in fear.
You learn a lot from doing things perfect. You learn a lot from things that could be considered a mess up or screw up. They say from a mistake, not an L, it's a lesson.
Like, the universe will assist you when you are acting in love. I tweeted this thing where I said, when you're acting in love, you're like a drop of water and you have the ocean as your army. When you act in fear, it's just you and your money. Now, you can take your money and put it in Bitcoin, put a credit form, put it in cash, or all your cash, and then stand up to the ocean. And who's gonna win?
Take all your extra time out, put it towards your craft. You know, you can't just go to the movies and play basketball and do all these different things and still focus on that. If you're trying to break through, you gotta focus. Like, that's all you do.
Because anybody that's out there doing, they know how hard it is to actually do. And I'm like a motivation of the doers.
Like, you can actually physically do something yourself too, more than just pray. And we're so in this mentality that's all that needs to happen, but we ain't praying our way out of prison. We ain't praying our way out of the abortion clinics. We ain't praying our way to get our land back that was always ours after gentrification, after the Harlem Renaissance and Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. Them prayers ain't working. We have to apply actual physical building partnerships, and it don't start unless we could really